Hi friends, welcome to Learn with Krishna Sandeep channel. In this video, we'll write an important Java program to find leader element. Okay, to find a leader element in an array. So first we'll understand what is a leader element. We'll try to implement the logic and then we'll write a program. Finally, we'll see the output. So first we'll understand what is a leader element. An element is called the leader of an array if there is no greater element on the right side. So if you don't see any greater element on the right side, then we call that element as a greater element. Okay. So let's take an example array 2, 5, 7, 4, 2, 1. So if we take 2, is there here we already have 2, let's make it 3. Do you see any greater element on the right side? Yes. So this is not, 2 is not an leader element. Take 5. Do you see any greater element? 7 is there. So it is not the leader element. Take 7. Is there any greater element on the right side? Yes, 9 is there. So it is not a leader. Take 9. Is there any greater element on the right side? No. So 9 is a leader. Take 4. Is there any greater element on the right side? No. 4 is the highest. Then we call 4 is a leader. Next, take 3. Is there any greater element on the right side? No. So 3 will be the leader. Finally 1. So let's understand and try to implement a logic. How do we say a given element is a leader or not? So first we'll take a variable called flag and then we'll initialize it to false. Okay, we'll take a boolean variable flag and we'll initialize it to false. After initializing it to false, what we are going to do is we'll iterate and compare each and every element. First, we'll compare first element with second, first element with third, first element with fourth, till the last element. Okay. So first element should be compared with second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Similarly, second element should be compared with third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. We need to write a program in such a way. So for int I equal to 2, so starting with 2 and 5. So 2 is less than 5. So if the first element is less than second element, we say that flag value will be updated to true. Okay, we'll write a condition saying, so initially flag will be false. Then what we'll be doing is, if array of I less than array of j, then we'll update the flag value to true. Okay, so 2 is less than 5. Is it correct? 2 is less than 5. Yes, flag value is true. Initially flag value will be false, finally flag value will be true. So once flag value is false, if flag value equal to false, then we say that element is leader element. So let's try to understand this. So first 2 is less than 5. Okay, so I will start with 2, j will start with 5. So I is less than j, that is 2 is less than 5. True, flag will be true. Come out of this. Okay, come out of this loop completely. Next, check 5. So coming to the 5, what happens is we need to check any greater element is there on the right side. As I told, I will be incremented and then j will be incremented. So 5 is less than 7. Flag equal to true, break, come out of this loop. So this is not a leader element. Now take 7. Okay, compare 7 with the right side elements. So if array of I is less than array of j, flag equal to true, break, come out of this loop. Next 9, if array of I is less than array of j, here j is what? 9 should be compared with, okay, 4. Okay, 9 will be compared with 4. 9 is less than 4. No, false. Again 9 will be compared with what? 3. Is 9 less than 3? False. Okay, so it will not go into this. And 9 is less than 1. false. So finally 9 is the leader here. Similarly, next element 4 will be compared with 3. 4 less than 3. If 4 less than 3, no. So it will come out of this condition. And finally, if flag equal to false, so since we haven't updated initially flag is false, so 4 is a leader. We'll print this element. Similarly 3 and 1. And here one important condition just to remember here is 1. If we see 1, there is no element itself on the right side. So every time, so the last element will always be a leader. Okay, let's write the program and understand the logic. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking this 2759431 and I have created an array. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking one boolean variable as well. So that will be inside the for loop. So first I'll take one for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. For int j equal to I plus 1, j less than array dot length j plus plus. So initialize boolean variable. So first after int I equal to 0, initialize, take a boolean value. So boolean flag equal to false. Why I have written one more for loop? First for loop will start with I and second for loop will be j equal to I plus 1. So first I'll compare 2 with all the elements. Okay, compare with all the elements. If the first element itself, I mean the condition is false, what it will become? It will break the loop and it will continue with the next. Okay. If array of I less than or equal to array of j, then what I need to do? If array of I less than or equal to array of j, what we should do? Flag equal to true. And then what we need to do? We need to break it. Okay. So finally, if flag equal to false, then we need to print the element. System.out.println flag value equal to plus array of I. Okay, so this is how it's written. So 2579431. So for int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus, boolean flag equal to false. For int j equal to I plus 1, j less than array dot length j plus plus. If array of I is less than array of j, flag equal to true. Let's run the program and see the output. 9431. So if you see 9431, these are the leader elements. Why? Because there are no elements on the right side. Now what I'll do is I'll debug the program and help show you how it is working. So array of I 2 and less than or equal to array of j 5. So 2 is less than or equal to 5, true. So come break and come out of this loop. And now I will be what? 1. You see, I equal to 1. So since it is less than, we are doing break instead of iterating, so since here itself the condition it's failing. So directly we can say this is not a leader element. So no need to compare this element with the other elements. You got it right? So first we will compare 2 less than 5. So if it is less than, there is no point in checking 2 less than 7, 2 less than 9. So that is the reason we have written the break statement. Once it is less than, it will come out of this loop. Okay. Now if you take 5, 5 is less than 7. Yes. So if you see here, 5 is less than 7. So flag will become true. Come into the break. Next, 7. So if array of I is less than or equal to array of j, so 7 is less than 9. Okay, less than or equal to 9. So it is true. Yes. Come out of this loop and break. Now the next important condition is coming. 9 is the leader of the array. Why? Because there is no any greater element on the right side. So let's check this. So 9 is less than or equal to 4. False. Come out of this loop. Next, 9 is less than or equal to, so if you see, 3. 9 is less than or equal to 3. 9 is less than or equal to 3. 9 is less than or equal to 9 less than or equal to 3. False. 9 is less than or equal to 1. 9 less than or equal to 1. If flag equal to false, system.out.println flag value equal to 9. 4, 3, 1. You got it right. So finally the leader elements are 9, 4, 3, 1. So these are the leader elements in an array. So hope you understand the logic. And so as per the performance, right, if you take big O notation, so the big O notation for this is big O of n square. Why it is big O of n square? Let me put it here. Big O of n square. Why? Because if you see here, we are taking 2 for loops. Okay, so that is the reason here it is big O of n square. So thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In the description, I will be giving you the Telegram link where I will be posting the source code of this program, and at the same time, whatever the programs I've been teaching on the YouTube, all the source code will be there in the Telegram group. And I have started the interview series on the Java as well. So far I have posted some 18 to 20 questions. So where I'll be updating all the interview questions related to Java in that group. Okay, so daily I'll be updating some interview questions. So my target is 500 plus Java interview questions I need to post in that group. Okay, so don't forget to join to that group. Thank you.